Trust you've had a nice long weekend and that you're well rested, ready and raring to tackle the start of the new working week. Hello again from me, Rouvaun Smit. Good to have you along for the preview of Tuesday racing. We're at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth for a 9-race program, and the first race on the card gets underway at 12:05. Just a word of caution, there is some rain on the way for the Mother City over the next couple of days, so just make sure you check the Sporting Post, you check all the websites where you normally get your declarations from to see the progress of this meeting when we do get to Tuesday. Also, if you are going to be taking your free Hollywoodbet Punter Challenge entries, by the time the noon gun goes here in Cape Town, those entries need to be on. Put those selections through and spend the $50. Play the bet slip, because that's the difference between winning the normal jackpot and that double life-changing jackpot that is on offer. As I said, quite a tricky card. Let's see how many winners we can find on this program. The first race on the card is a maiden juvenile plate, one for the girls over 1,000 meters. And we have a first time at top of the boards, number 5, Wait For Me, from the stable of Vaughan Marshall. This is the half-sister to Questioning and Go Lightly, with Sean Veal in the saddle from 3.57, has shortened to 3.03 on Hollywoodbets.net. I like the second choice in the market, and that's number 1, Nebulous, who's had a run under the belt, was slow into stride first time out, should have finished closer on debut as she had to be steadied late. She would have come on with the benefit of that run under the belt. The Candice Bass Robinson yard is in very good form. Good to see Alda de Mayonnaud take the ride, and with any amount of progress to come, definitely the one they all have to beat. I'm going 1, Nebulous, ahead of 3, Penny's Choice, 5, Wait For Me, and 8, What a Star. Second race is a maiden juvenile plate where 18 runners are carded, 16 of them plus 2 reserves over 1,200 meters. And here I'm sort of umming and eyeing between number 1, Chance Encounter, and number 8, Bugle Boy. Which of the two to go for? Chance Encounter from 2.27 has come into 2-1. 8, Bugle Boy is 3.57 out to 4-1. So too the Argentine import, number 7, Sadi Cat, from 3.7 out to 4-1. And bar those, you can get 7.14, bar those 3. 8, Bugle Boy. Those last 2 runs have been exceptionally good. This also certainly got good experience over the track and trip. The Gregenian 4 stable is in form, will be up with the pace, and definitely staying on at the business end of affairs. Number 1, Chance Encounter, jumps from pole position. This is the half-brother to Chanzanay. Boy, do I remember her well, and those ding-dong tussles between her and Captain's Ransom. Now, on debut, she found betting support, which tells me that she must have been showing something back home. I thought that was a cracking debut effort over the course and distance. She really took a while to unwind, but when he turned it on in the closing stages, took off, and that is what really caught the eye. So I'm going 1, Chance Encounter, to win race 2, ahead of 8, Bugle Boy, 2, Man of Consequence, and 4, Prince of Egypt as my selections. Third race, first leg of the place accumulator, is an open maiden where 8 runners will line up at the 1,400 meter mark, and I really thought that this horse would certainly be a better price than 1.67 because I like number 1, Boundless Love. Next on our face, number 4, Cape Captain, from 3.57 has come into 2.86-1. This horse comes in with a nice galloping weight of just 53.5 kilos, 3.03, number 8, Superhero, and 7, Jade Flute at 4-1. You probably could make a case for any one of those 4 just mentioned now in the antipose market. I like Boundless Love, always there or thereabout, has got fair form, never too far off the winner. If one looks at the form, 3 runs back when running over the course and distance, finish 3rd in its only attempt. Stable's in form, jockey's in form, having its peak runs, it should be cherry ripe to run a cracker. I'm going 1, Boundless Love, to win it, ahead of 4, Cape Captain. For third, I'm going with 8, Superhero, and fourth, number 3, Emo Kelly. Pick 6 starts in race number 4. 13:50 is the off time of race 4, celebrating S. Arundel's birthday, Class 4 benchmark 80, over 1,400 meters. Happy birthday, Sandy. Guys, if ever you want to see somebody shout home a winner, go on to the Cape Racing YouTube site, check on the shorts and go and watch Sandy and her husband Eugene scream home, Raskova winning the Mallorca. Now that is what one calls passion for racing. Anyway, race number 4. Here again, a wide open affair. You can get 3.57 about Dean Cannemeyer's number 2 Industrial Strength. Next on offer is number 10 Boogie-Fied at 4.55 to 1. Then you can get 6.25 number 5 Pilot Flame. I like the next one in the betting at 7.14 number 13 Happy Days. This one from the stable of Vaughan Marshall, Gavin Arena on board. Those were 2 very good last runs. In fact, finish a length off, and last time I just half a length off the winner. And both those runs have come since being gelded. Does have a deep draw of 13 to contend with, but Gavin Arena will no doubt give it all the necessary assistance from the saddle. This horse is also having his 3rd run after arrest and gelding, so should be cherry ripe to run a peak run of note. So I'm going 13 Far Happy Days to beat number 2 Industrial Strength, 10 Boogie-Fied and 1 Kelp Forest. Race 5 is the first leg of the jackpot, and this is a D stakes over for 1600 metres where 12 runners will face the starter. And here I'm again umming and eyeing between 2 runners, whether I go for the filly number 11 St. Bridget, who's a 3.57 to 1, along with number 8 Mother's Strength. Those 2 are joint second favourites, or whether I go with the favourite number 3 Midway at 3.03 to 1. 12 Cosmic Rhythm has come in to 4.55 from 5 to 1, and then you can get 10 to 1 and upwards the others. Now St. Bridget has run 2 very good efforts in those last 2 starts. She'll be having a peak run. She's from the stable of Candace Bass Robinson. She's got Alda de May on board, but she has to jump from stallgate 11 compared to Midway, who jumps from stallgate 3 and will have the run of the race because Midway likes to race up handy, will be staying on at the business end of affairs. Those were 3 very good last efforts, and I do think Midway should give us another good account of himself. So I'm going 3 Midway to win it, ahead of 8 Miller Strength, 11 St. Bridget, and number 4 Ozark. 6th race on the card. Another race where you can make a case for quite a few. Only 8 runners, but I think you're probably going to have to put in 4 of them to safely see through the jackpot or the Big 6. 3.33 about number 4 Future Turn and number 6 Captain West. 3.57 number 7 10 Penny. 4 to 1 number 1 Bel Canto Dream. And then we get to the horse that I like, number 5 Katsu at 4.55 to 1. This one from the informed stable of Lucinda Woodruff. Look at that form. Absolute solid form coming into this race. Now last time out, moved up, tried hard, but had to settle for second best. This horse should also strip a whole lot fitter. Second run after the rest. So I'm going 5 Katsu to win it. Ahead of 4 Future Turn, 1 Bel Canto Dream, and 7 10 Penny. Race 7, celebrating O'Heffer's birthday over 2,200 metres. This is a D stakes. Happy birthday, Mr. Heffer. May there be many, many more. 9 runners will face the starter. And here you can get 2 to 1, number 1 Baton Rouge. 2.86, number 3 Beer with Boys. 4.55 from an opening call of 6.25, number 4 Summer Night City. I missed one, 3.33, number 5 Sansa Stark. And 5.56, number 6 Twice the Master. Again, a race where you probably could make a case for more than 1 or 2 of them. 3 Beer for Boys, for example, is 2.5 kilos better off at the weights with number 1 Baton Rouge for a 2-length beating. So that should be enough to turn the tables, but not for me. I'm convinced that Baton Rouge is overdue for another win. This horse raced up handy, moved up and just got outrun late last time out. Good to see that Richard Free retains the ride and, with similar tactics, will have the run of the race from barrier position 1 for Pete Buerta. I'm going 1 Baton Rouge to beat number 3 Beer with Boys, for third number 6 Twice the Master, and 4 Summer Night City for fourth. That takes us on to the 8th race, penultimate race on the card. It's a D stakes, 10 runners to line up at the 1,000 metre mark. And here number 3, Went on the Green, is at 2.86 to 1. 3.57, number 7, Golden Ideal. 10 Electric Fields from 5 into 4 to 1. 6, Rosa Assyria is at 5 to 1, and at 6 to 1 and upwards the others. Where am I going? I'm going with Adamarcus and Craig Zaki, and I'm siding with number 3, Winter on the Green. Comes in with 56.5 kilos on the back. That was a good last effort when second over the course and distance last time out. She didn't have it all her own way. If you look at that particular run, she lost the length, was brushed to the 250, but she still finished the race off well. She does meet a similar kind of field here, and it's good to see that Craig Zaki has retained the ride. A repeat of any kind of performance like that should see her go one better. So I'm going 3, Winter on the Green to win it, ahead of 4, Champagne Mac. For third, number 2, Country Time, and fourth, number 10, Electric Fields. Last race on the card, race 9, if all goes according to schedule, jumps at 16:45. Here I'm looking no further than number 10, the US of A. Richard Ferree, Paddy Crayer, they should close the meeting for us. 1.56 to 1 in the market. I think this horse will probably shorten down even money, if not hit the red at some point in time. Course and distance, 3 runs for a win and a second. Disappointed last time out when odds on favourite. I reckon that this horse will be running on strongly and will make amends on Tuesday. So I'm going 10, the US of A to win it. Ahead of 4, Bluff on Bluff. For third, I'm going with 9, Counter Attack. And fourth, number 1, Flying Finley. And that's our preview for racing at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth on Tuesday afternoon. Trust you'll have an enjoyable and profitable afternoon. Till next time, from me, Rouvaun. Take care. Cheers for now.